Hey everybody, it's Brooke. Look, I have on the Mickey Mouse gloves. We must be doing something messy. And we are. And I am not going to get fountain pen ink on my hands because I have been warned. So, I have on my sweaty gloves. And what I wanted to pop on and talk about were Jane Davenport's INKredible pens. I'm kind of loving them a lot. They're very affordable. I like how they feel in your hand. I like how they write, and I like that you can do different things with them. You can get black ink cartridges. You can also get colored ink cartridges from Jane Davenport. When you buy one, I think it comes with a colored and 2 black or something. But again, very affordable, very reasonable. I was out of those, so I was naughty, and what I did was, which one is it? Is it this one? Oh, no, not that one. I have 3. Huh, can you tell? Yeah, I really like them. Oh, this one. I used the little converter cartridge that comes with it. That's this guy. And what I did was, there it is there. And I'm going to try this. This is where it could get messy. I'm filled it up with Dilutions ink spray. Can you say that? See that? So, again, I didn't have any Jane Davenport colored ones, so I kind of made my own. So what you do is you take the little converter and you just pop it right in the bottle. And hopefully you can see this. Let me hold it back up. Here we go, living on the edge. There's a little plunger deal there. That's not even close to the camera. Turn it sideways. There, you can kind of see it. This little plunger button. You're going to just push it down when this is in the bottle and then draw it up, and it draws the ink up into the cartridge. So let me see if I can do it. I'm sure I'm going to spill this or some other sort of madness is going to happen. And this is a lot easier to do when you don't have gloves on, but yeah, last time I filled my fountain pens was when my nail tech Lily got so very angry at me. So we're wearing gloves this time. So let's see. Oh, yep, that got nice and full, see? And then you just take it and take the nib of your pen, pop it right in there till you hear a click, and it goes right back in here. And what color is this? This is funky fuchsia. Putting the lid back on. And off we go. Off we go to the races. It'll take a while when you first fill it. You have to kind of, draw with it a little bit and make lines and stuff to get the ink flowing. But look at that. Off it goes. And I don't know, I love how this pen's write. What I do when I'm done for the day, when I'm using it, to write or do whatever, I just wipe the nib off a little bit before I put it away. I think I've pretty much stained the white barrel with my funky fuchsia, but I just wipe off the nib so that hopefully it won't dry up and not wanna go next time. So that's that. In this one, I have the turquoise ink cartridge from Jane, and it's really pretty, but it's about to run out. And we're gonna do something with this one. This one, I have just the black ink cartridge that comes with the pen. This is not waterproof. That's right, not waterproof. It runs with water. So that's that. But let me go ahead and open this and show you what it looks like. You just unscrew the top part. And here's the cartridge. Can you see that? And that's exactly what you get in this package. So you take the cartridge, and I'm sure everybody knows how to do this, but I hadn't used a fountain pen in years, so it took me a minute to kind of remember how to do it. You do hear a faint click, and you can feel it when the top of the ink cartridge gets punctured and it's in there right. And then the whole thing just screws back on like that, and off you go. And that's not the right way to hold a fountain pen. You really are supposed to hold it straight up and down. So that is my Jane Davenport black. And this is something like putting weird things through your printer. You're really not supposed to do this. So if you decide to do it, it's at your own risk. but I like it, and it's been working out okay for me so far, and I figure if I ruin my pen, $8 tells me I can go get another one. Oh, I should show you this. So what I'm doing with this, I have Liquitex Carbon Black ink. This is acrylic ink. It's not water-soluble ink. It can very well damage your nib. It can make the pen stop working. You know, it is not supposed to go into a fountain pen. However, I do like to do sketchy drawings that are waterproof, and so I use this. I would not put it in a very expensive fountain pen. So there's your disclaimer for the evening. You know, if I just followed the rules, I wouldn't have to tell you so many things that you shouldn't do. I'm not a very good rule follower, and what I have right here is just a little jar full of water, because if the nibs get dried up or the ink isn't flowing, I'll throw the nib in there and soak it and wipe it off. But I just popped out this ink cartridge, and there's still some in there. I don't know if I will save it because, can you see that? It's open at the top now, and it might turn into a big hairy mess. I lied. You know what? You know I'll save it. So I'm going to go ahead and look how much ink is coming out just from that. Can you see how blue the water is? Since my Mickey Mouse gloves are blue, maybe you can't, but just rinsing it out, and it'll run funny for a while. It'll be kind of blue and black, but just give that a little rinse and a little dry. Now you can see already why I have gloves on. All right. Oop. I cannot stand flies, and there's one flying around my head. Oh, go away. Yuck. Not like they're going to bite me or anything, but I don't care for them. So, just trying to get some of that excess ink out. Still going. Still going. All right, so we'll just let that sit while we do our surgery here. So I've got the little cartridge that comes with it, and I've got my carbon black ink, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just put it down in there, find that little plunger, and pull it up. And let's see if we get our ink in there. Nope, I must not have had it down low enough. I think my ink bottle's getting a little low. Did you see my giant head again? Sorry. Man. Boy, would this be easier with bare hands. Oh, there we go. Got most of it. Half of it, anyway. Can you see where I got that? I think I'm going to try to get more. So, let me see if I can do this over this piece of paper. I'm pushing that little plunger down and see it moving. Oh, but it is going to push ink out. Can you see it moving inside the tube? So, I'm going to put it back in and see if we can get more ink. Oh, and I'm getting ink everywhere. Yeah, I'm a disaster. You want to raise it pretty slowly. No, we didn't get too much more, but we'll call that good. Better close lids before I have a big disaster on my hands. All right. And I'll put the top back on this because, yep, that would be something if it spilled. Wipe off the bottle because I know I have now promptly gotten ink everywhere. All right, so I'll set that aside with the dilutions and this open container of water. I really wonder about myself. Why do I do these things that I know are going to turn into a nightmare? All right, so here's our little nib. See how it's going. Oh, still got blue coming out, but that's okay. I probably would go and run it under the water if I were upstairs, but I'm going to take this little guy, and the plunger part is at the bottom here, and it's the clear canister part that's up at the top, and there's our nib, and I'm just going to push it in, and I could hear a little click, and I could feel it go in there. It means it's punctured through, and it's good to go. And look, I've got ink everywhere. Good grief. And then you put your barrel back on, screw it on, and off you go. We still got blue coming out, but you just scratch away, it'll come. Gotta have some patience. Someday. This must be really thrilling for you guys. I cannot believe how much turquoise ink was still left in there. I'm going to dip it in the water and see what happens. See if we can get the black going that way. I am really not an expert on fountain pens. I have no idea what I'm doing. Probably you should go watch a video from somebody who knows what they're doing. But again, as I'm using a pretty inexpensive one, I'm not too concerned. There we go. Clearing out the turquoise. Let's see if we can get that black going. No? No black? Here, this ink is everywhere, so let's go ahead and toss that. Wipe off my barrel, because I think my gloves now are all inky. Sheesh. Alright. Come on, ink. Help me out. Oops, still got turquoise. Still got turquoise. Still got turquoise. Turquoise, turquoise, turquoise. I do see some black coming out at the bottom. Fountain pens, not for impatient people. Come on, you. Yep, still turquoise. Well, I know this works because I've done it before. I'm going to keep doing this for like 6 hours, and I'll turn the camera back on when I get it going. Okay, guys, this is how many more stripes I had to make and write black ink to make the black ink flow. But there we go. And off we go with black ink. How many times can I say off we go? But it is now running black, and because this is acrylic, once it dries, it will be great for watercoloring over, or any kind of water will not make it run. So that is why I did that. Definitely, if you decide to put carbon black in your very inexpensive fountain pen, do wipe off the tip before you cap it up when you're done using it. And that is fun. So I have a waterproof black. I have a beautiful funky fuchsia Dilutions ink, and then I have the Jane black, and I am good to go to play with my Jane Davenport INKredible pens. So I hope you learned something. I hope it was inspirational. If you've ever been curious about using a fountain pen, I would definitely recommend trying one of these. I'll ask the nice old man to link it down below on Amazon, but I know that Michael's has them, and you can always use a coupon. So I'm going to go take off my, I'm going to take off my Mickey Mouse gloves right now, because it's getting hot in there. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. That was my early wave. If you got anything out of this, if you got a chuckle or learned something, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. We'll link the pens and all the places you can stalk us on the interwebs. And I hope you're having a great day. See you soon. Bye.